Hello YouTube and welcome back to Allie's Wonderland Creations. I am Alice Seraphin and I am a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in the United States. Welcome to my channel. So I am doing a bit of playing just for me. So while I was sick with whatever bug I had, I was watching YouTube videos. Oh, there's the other bone folder. Now I've got 3 of them out here that I couldn't find earlier. So I was watching these videos on junk journaling and field notebooks, and it gave me ideas of something I wanted to play with. So oh my goodness, I need 2 envelopes. I see one. Anyways, if you guys are interested to see how I made this cover, now this cover is pretty sturdy. I am surprised because literally what made it was 2 envelopes. Literally 2 envelopes. I'm going to show you. You could do these with any envelopes you would like. Oh, here's 2 yellow ones, just like the ones well, no, they're not the same size. So you do need 2 the same size envelopes. So let me show you what I did. Because I'm going to show you how I'm playing with old books. So I took 2 envelopes. Now, I took them and I glued one inside the other, and I glued this flap, and that gave me that. Then I went and I glued all the edges closed. I use some just regular masking tape, and I masked it along here and along here and all the way around. This, of course, is glued. Then I decoupaged it with paper that I coffee stained. Now I chose, some is coffee stained, some is just stamped on it. So let me show you. This page was just stamped with different stamps, and then I have a whole bunch of pages from different books, different sizes, different types, that I coffee stained with a sponge and just drizzled coffee, and then I splattered coffee on it. And I got a whole bunch of stuff. I mean, I have a bunch of papers now. Look at all this. My idea, though, is once I get this figured out, I want to do one with DSP and do tags. But this one has tags in it. And look how pretty. So this is what I guess they call a signature. Now, my signature is an old card base, pre-made card base that was, what, 7 by 9 and a half, scored at 4 3/4. I had several of these. And you can see I did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I did 6 of them. They all have the same things on the inside. So they're not all even on the inside, and I like that. But of course, if I do one that's not coffee stained or anything, I will think I'll make it a little neater. So all I did is then fold my pages in half. And you can see they're different sizes. This is a message book. I got all this stuff from the thrift store. Most of the books were free. And I just cut them up. And this now goes inside of the card base, which is here that I'm working on. This is the card base. This is just papers. And it's going to go like that. So I did the front. We're going to do the back because I'm going to make it the same. And just because it's vintage looking doesn't mean it can't have color. Now I chose really vibrant colors, and I am simply using Hank's colored pencil case. This is Hank's colored pencil cases. So whatever in here I'm using, because I don't want any watercolor. I don't want any markers, because I don't want nothing to bleed through. This is just, you know, book paper. It's really thin. So I don't want anything like that. I chose a purple, a white, kind of pretty peacock colored green. I chose a light and a dark green and a yellow, because I think those regal, bold looking jewel tones that I love really make the background, the images pop off the background, and that's what I wanted to do. And then where's my tags? These are tags that I did. Now I messed up. I was sitting here and this was originally open, and then I was like, oh, why is that open? And then I glued it shut, and then, yeah, because this tag was supposed to go back there. But now I got 2 tags for the front, for journaling, for writing, whatever I want to do. But I did put a little bit there. Now, the stamp set I chose to do for this particular little insert piece is Dragonfly Garden. That's what all the images are stamped with, but I'm going to show you how I did the background piece and this for the back side. Now, I would love to know if this is something you guys are interested in seeing stuff like this. If not, let me know and I won't share. But I really think this would be great for Christmas. A Christmas little book full of tags for Christmas presents. That's my idea. I just have to get it situated, and this is me playing. And you could do tags with the notebook paper too. This is all free stuff. I want to do a card with this. Miss Kathy Kelly, I'm going to make you a card probably in the next video using this because you liked the other one I did. So let me show you. Here is one of the books I got free. Sorry that it was a signed copy. Made me feel bad. Now, if you guys remember these from Stampin' Up! From years ago, there's one that does perforations. There's one that cuts, and there's one that scores. All I took was the cutting one. A razor blade would work anything, and I just went alongside the spine like this, and out popped my page. I did that to all the books. So we're going to start, oh, and see this little bit? I want to do a little bit of this. I want to take some of these out, get my sewing machine out, and sew along the top. So I have a little notebook that's going to sit in one of these pockets. That's my idea for that. That's why it's out. But let me show you how we got this. This is what we're working on. This is the case it's going to sit in. I haven't figured out. I've seen how people put these in. I can tell you that I'm having difficulties with that. I'm trying to figure out a different way. So you need one page that is not coffee dyed, one page that is, and I don't even know if they're the same book, but they're relatively the same. I got a couple here. And we need 2 tags and a second page that has been trimmed down. And that's going to make our little pocket. So this is video number 1 of in a couple of tags. So for the paper that is not coffee dyed, I chose Pecan Pie and I chose Notes of Nature. And I literally stamped carelessly. The more carelessly you do it, it tends to be the better it is, in my opinion. But some people would be like, you have to have a pattern. Nope, for me, I just put some ink on it. I don't want the same dark ink there. I'm going to come here. Maybe there. All right. And then we have this leafy image. And go there, there. Down here, you're not going to really see too much, but you might see that bit. Stamped off versions. All right. So now we have this background piece. Okay. And that is going on the back here. But first, we need to trim it down a bit. Ink pad's in the way. We need to make it fit on here. So I want to, and I like the fact that none of them are really going to be totally perfect. So I'm going to bring the guillotine in and trim top and bottom. I want to leave the author's name up here. I had that on the other one. So then I take a look, right? So we're getting there. It needs, let's see, a hair more. So we're going to take it from this side, a hair more. As long as it's close, it's gonna do the job. If I did one that was not vintage style, I'd make sure it was, I would cut them both. So it looks like 4 1/4, 4 1/2. Now we're going to take some off of the bottom. And if I'm not mistaken, it's 3 lines of script. 1, 2, and 3 is what it was. It's okay. Like I said, it would probably better than 2. There probably is not the same amount on this. This I'm keeping because I might be able to decoupage that on there. Next, the gentleman I was watching, Ceri the Crafter, C-E-R-I. Love his videos, by the way. He uses a glue stick, and I need to go to the store and get me a glue stick, because that would have been really helpful with all of this. So this is going to go down. Yes, I don't think this got sponged. I'm going to go all the way at the top because I can make my pocket piece go down here and cover up what I missed. I am trying to find my page we're copying. Oh, no, no, no. Where's the page I'm working to show you guys what I'm doing? That's not it. Oh, it's on the other side of the paper. Yes. Okay. So now I took my sponge dauber and early espresso, and I'm going to go lightly over in little swirls, little teeny tiny swirls all over the edge. Really doesn't matter down here at the bottom because you won't see it down there. All right. So then, because I have stuff stamped on this side, we are now going to stamp in early espresso. I have to clean these off real quick because I need the ink blots. I need the little mayflies. I need the dragonfly on that block. And this is going to be on early espresso. We're going to close pecan pie up, and hopefully early espresso will show itself. It did. All right. Early espresso. So on the back here, I'm going to just do the reverse of what I did there. Early espresso, full strength. There's one. Now I'm going to go here and here. So that does my top bit. I might even do one right there. Whether or not I color that one is another question onto itself. So let's do my pocket. And I folded this up already, and I trimmed the sides. They're from the same book, actually. I folded this edge over. I want to give that a bit of glue right now. See, there's the name of the author. Just so my edge here didn't look so rough. And I like that it's not perfectly straight. That's what I was going for. On this bit here, yes, I'm going to take this and I'm going to go over the edges. I mean, if you're looking for something to do, I thought, you know, if I could get this, the first page just needs to be designed. Then I can follow it up. Then I can take some colored pencils and keep this little book in with, in the car with me. And when I go to a doctor's appointment, because I have so many, I have something to doodle, something to journal in, something for me to do that's besides looking at the blasted phone, okay? And we're going to go across here. I know people who make stuff like this to sell. I would not make these to sell, guys. There is so much work by the time you tea dye it and you stamp it. There's a lot of work in these things. We're not done with this. So we're going to go ahead and stamp our image here. Right. We want that folded down so we can see. And this is from Dragonflight Garden. All right, so I want one here. This one's going to be lower down. And this one's going to be up there. And I want some more mayflies up here. Open this up. I want some like that and some here. And that's it for this page. Now, let me show you. I went ahead and I glued this down. You can do this and put this on a card, which would be Early Espresso would just make it pop beautifully. And I went ahead and I glued this shut, just the sides. That's why I like it already being creased. All right. So now I can show you, I'm going to just show you some of what I colored. So I took the white, which Stampin' Up! Has great ones, but they are watercolored and watercolor pencils, and I don't want watercolor pencils anywhere near this notebook. So there's a white. There's a yellow bit, and this is where I get a lot of my yellow. I always forget about these ones down here to do white. And the yellow just brings a bright little pop. I mean, it's fine without it, but I just found that when I started adding the yellow and the more color, the more it came to life. You may not like the color on it, but I liked these bright jewel tones that came with it. So I'm going to do, and I literally am really scribbling in here. So I can pop this up. That's why I don't have to do all of those. You will not see them. I'm literally just going like this on these. I'm not going for perfection. I'm just giving them a little bit of color. All right. Did we do all the yellow? We missed the white ones down here. I'm trying to hurry along. Though earlier I was really enjoying doing this, which surprised me. Then I took this purple and I just came in and gave a little bit. Now these color choices came from the March 2024's Paper Pumpkin kit, inspired by their colors and their flower choices in there. And a little bit in the mayflies, whether or not this is what they really look like, it doesn't matter to me. It's just a bit. I wasn't doing this on camera. I would be slowly just enjoying going over all of this, because it really was, after a stressful day of looking for my daughter's one of her presents that I cannot find because I put it in a really safe place. So this one I used for the dragonfly, which we still have to do. But so the green, I just took the dark green and did the stems in the center of the leaves like that. And in between there, like I said, we're just bringing in color to a very dull. Oh, this one doesn't even look like it has. Okay, I think you guys got the hint, right? So I can stop because I can do this. Well, let me show you the lighter. So I brought in the light and I just colored in the leaves. My husband didn't like my choice of dinners for tonight. I'm like, well, we can have leftovers. I don't feel like cooking. I never really feel like cooking. Sometimes. Oops, right in here. All right. Oh, that's the wrong color green. Anyways, there we go. There's our pocket. This now is going to go on here. And the reason being is I wanted to put it on before I colored up here because I don't need to color all these mayflies if I don't have to. So we know this one needs coloring, this one. Oops, that's why, because I'm doing a video. My aunt's calling. I'm like, why is my phone buzzing? Because my aunt is calling. I will call her right back. I was anyway, as soon as I was done. If I had that darn glue stick, this would be so much easier. Oh, no, no, no. Do you see what I did? I almost glued that down again. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring this piece in. I'm going to fix it because I want a pocket there. I keep forgetting that that is supposed to be a pocket. All right. Just stay glue away from the top. Oh my goodness, I can't believe I did it again. And I did all of that. So we have to make sure that is like dry. Wonder if I should glue some pieces in there just to make on the safe side. Is it sticking? No, it's nothing sticking. Apparently I didn't get enough glue on it to stick down. Let's go over it again with glue. It's already dried, that's why. All right, so hopefully I have my pockets. Let's see, where are my tags? I can use the other tags. So I have one. Yes, there's one. There's two. That's what it was supposed to look like on the front, but it doesn't because I messed up. So these two have two tags in the same pocket. This one is going to have different, but let's color in our dragonfly. So I started once again with the yellow, and I just chose a line, a bit of one on the dragonfly because it's got these swervy lines to it. And I'm not really paying much attention. I'm going to take some purple and put some purple in the dragonfly. Sticking with the color choices that I already started with. Then I took this, you know, greenish blue color and I just filled in the rest of the lines wherever there needed to be color added. And I'm not going for perfection again. That wasn't the purpose. All right, so look how bright that dragonfly is. It's absolutely beautiful. All right, so we have more mayflies to color in up here. And then I'm going to show you how we did the outside pockets. We need a little purple in them as well. All right, so there we have it. So there's that, and I've also already lost the tags that were supposed to go in there. My goodness, I know I pulled them out. Oh, they're over here. I'm like, or at least these two. These are the two tags that now are going on the back. So we have two in the front, two in the back, and in here I want to do another pocket. So here is another page. These are all actually from the same book. And what I'm going to do is I am going to trim this off because it came out of the book Hawkeye. I do enjoy this tremendously. I cannot tell you how much I do enjoy it. I cut close there. Now I am going to go ahead and fold it in half and then trim top and bottom. So I know there's this great bit here, but I really want all of the writing on my pocket. So there's that. I'm going to go ahead and, nope, we're not going to glue it shut yet, but I can. I can use this to mark where I'm going to cut it. So right there and right there with the guillotine, which I didn't put under the desktop. I put it to the side. So into the guillotine, and I'm going to cut there and cut there. Now these I am going to keep, just saying, just in case I need a little for like a decoupaging. And then that's going to give me this pocket. Now this folded edge is what's going towards the outside. And I don't really need to do anything on in the center. We could add a few like dots there, but I don't think it's necessary. Just go around the outside. We put a little in there. Use the bone folder. And see right here, I can tell I need more glue. It just didn't get all the way in there. So next I used my sponge dauber again, and this is the side that's going to be facing, so I want to use it. And I need a little more ink. I'm going to pick up the ink around here. Much better. Now I didn't think about it, but I should have make sure that the words are going, you know, the right way. And all of this, what I'm gluing this onto, is just a pre-made card base that I had in my stash. So this time we're going to do the full image of this. In the center. I think I did a little too much on the other one, so I'm going to leave it with that one, I think. Just the one, and then I want the mayflies, which have disappeared. There they are. Just one. Just the one. And you need to color it all in again. So I should start with the yellow. Everything that has yellow, which I can glue this down and we can just keep going, because I can glue this and color it later, because you guys can already see where it, oops, that's the side we don't want glue on. My goodness, we don't want to go through that again. Even if I didn't want to use this as a pocket, I still like that it's even on both sides. So you can see now, I was just sitting here earlier because I was having fun just coloring. I mean, just even doing it just in the white makes nice pop of color, but I think all the colors in combination just make it stand out. And this one I did just all purple, and then of course we have all these little bits I did with that nice bright yellow. Just did a little bit all the way down. That one needs to be purple. And our mayflies, you can really, on most of them, you can just color in an X. And it just gives it the bit. Last night we bought the movie Pacific Rim digital. We have, I mean, we've been rebuying movies that we have under the bed. This is where all our DVD storage is, and watching them with Hank. The day before we bought Godzilla vs. Kong. Day before that we bought Godzilla with Matthew Broderick, I think it is, that one version of it. We've been having movie nights. Not tonight, though. Last night, Hank, he was like, I want in the middle watching. I'm like, no, I get the middle tonight, Hank. We're all laying in my bed, and he's such a big kid. It's like, Hank. He's like, next time, I get the middle. I'm like, no, I get the middle. I'm like, how am I going to rub your back if I am not in the middle? All right, now the light green, the light and the dark, it's, you know, giving it that extra little pop of color. That I think it needs. And I can see I missed a yellow one there, a yellow. This one didn't get any dark green, but that's okay. We're just coming in, adding a little bit of color to it. So there you have it. That's done. Now for my, what did I get on there? Grease. For these, I am still using just early espresso. This one I'm gonna do just like that much of it. Look how pretty that is, and that much of it on that one. I guess we could add a few mayflies up there. Where's my other ones? I could do that for those, because you don't see them. You don't see anything on the top of these. There. What's pretty about this is that this in itself would go lovely on a card you stamp a saying, write something on it, it would be lovely. And there's so many wonderful sentiments out there. Just, it amazes me. So we're going to add our yellow to these. And our little bit of purple in there. And I really am scribbling, guys. I'm not like doing any, I wouldn't even call it a technique unless you call scribbling a technique, because that's what I'm doing. Just a little scribble of color. So that's what I did. Same method as I did with the other ones. You do the white and then the yellow, you know. You guys don't need to see me color all this, but let me show you what I have. My aunt gave me a bunch of really old ribbon. So I want to say this is, to me, it feels like a paper ribbon. So I cut a chunk off, and I like it because it frays. Then I'm going to cut another chunk off. And to add a little accent to this, see, it's already started, but I need it to try not to until I get it through the hole. But I thought about making the hole bigger in these tags, and these tags were given to me by Miss Phyllis, and I just die cut them out. So there's one. And I thought the added of these little brass, I wish I had really tiny ones, but maybe it's better that I don't. In the sewing section of Hobby Lobby, you know, I got a couple of little safety pins. I can get them unstuck. And I just took this like so. You can cut the edges. And then I took the safety pin and just did like that to secure it. It just gives it a little extra something. You can do the ends the same. It's up to you totally what you guys want to do. And it's okay if they're both different, just similar with the colors. All right, so there you have it. So that is the outside. See, I wish that pocket went through, but it doesn't. So we got two that are back to back like that. On the back here, we have one that goes in the back and this one that goes down the front. Now, part two I'll be doing is making the book or making these, which I haven't decided. I mean, are these double? Yeah, I could take these out. Let's see. I don't want to tea dye these, but I thought if I turn it this way, I could sew it together and this would pop in. Let's just 1, 2, 3. I think maybe 4 pages for each one. Maybe 5 pages for each side. So this is from the dollar store. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I would love it if there wasn't that great big hole in it. So what I'm going to do is, I know the notes, the part with the big hole in it's got to come off. Let's see. Oh, that's going to fit in there great. That is going to fit in there. You could just, no, it needs to come down one more. I could just leave it as bits of paper in there. I don't even really have to. see, we're going to cut it right above that line. Oh, that is so not straight. And cut that off. I'm trying to think of, I don't want too much bulk in here. But that's going to tuck very nicely in there. So we need to do the same with this side. Just something to write on. And I really would like to either sew it across the top or sew it along the side. I'm thinking, can I cover this up with something? Let's see. There's some more pages I have. This is a different book. If I did, see, this way I would have to make it shorter, and I don't want that. So maybe if I did this way like that, like a little pamphlet to fit in there would be good. Then I would need 2 of this page or 2 of something similar to make a little pamphlet. You wouldn't even have to. We can do that. Okay, I'm going to stop now, and I'm going to figure out this little pamphlet bit and come back and do another one. So thanks for watching, everybody. Please let me know if stuff like this is interesting to you. If you just like the card thing, I would like to know that too, because it helps me figure out what I share with you. So thanks for watching very much, and I hope to see you again in my Wonderland. Bye-bye for now.